Hello, it's Sondra from My Happy Place. Excuse me, my asthma's playing up again, it always is. I'm just looking at fixing up this painting. I'm not very impressed with it because it's got scribble everywhere. It's sort of a little bit of a mess, to be quite honest. I'm going to drop it down a little bit so you can see it better. Where it's just got stuff everywhere. It's got good bones. What I did was I made a whole lot of mark making, chose 3 colours plus black and white. Then I did a lot of mark making, including using stencils and just using the brush, big brush, small brush, all different marks. And at the end I threw some ink on, which created this with the white, which is, I'll bring it up closer for you to have a look at. And you can see this is that's the stencil, and here's some ink thrown in with water and some white put with it too to create that image, and I just let it dry. So what I'm looking at is thinking, where to from here? I've looked at it many ways, I've turned it around and I'll do it for you now. You can see this way doesn't seem to work too good for me. That way, maybe, but normally it's got the dark to the top. This way, no. But this way I quite liked it because it's lighter on the top and darker to the bottom down here. And you've got, I'll put it back on me here, it's got movement, a nice movement coming across here and there. But as you can see, it's lighter at the top here. It's still too many marks, it's very confusing. So what I think I need to do, I've got some paint here. I've got some yellow ochre with white, and I've got here the blue with white. And I think if we just start cutting out some of all these colours, you don't have to think too much, just play and just pop it in. We can always change it. It's just a matter of just getting it looking a little bit more coordinated, I think. And maybe it runs across so it sort of works going up in that direction. We're thinking of taking the colour here and running it up and around. So the idea, I think, is to get rid of as much of the unnecessary mark making as you can. As you can see, I've already started to wipe out a few. Don't be afraid to go over your marks because you can always put them back. So this is the whole idea, is paint over, look, if it doesn't look right, put some gesso on and start again. So you're starting to get this movement coming through here, and I think I'd like to run it up and around here. That's a bit too white, I think. It doesn't matter if you have slightly different tonings, it's quite good to have it with the blue. That's a little bit too white, but on the other hand, it's still a mixture of the white, the blue, and you can put a little bit more here. The idea is to get variety of shapes, variety of colours, and try and get the whole thing looking like it's coordinated. This is how you create a coordinated look when you're actually painting, is to get it coordinated with colour, with shapes, and work out your feature point. Now you can see I've got this coming around. I think this is a little bit off-putting here, just maybe not as much. But I'm going to pour out some more of the blue. This is a really lovely blue. I use it a lot in my work. It's, so you know, it's Montmartre and it's a deep cyan. But it's a good blue. I'm going to mix that with water, with white, and a little tiny bit of water. Not a lot, just enough. and it doesn't matter if it's got more white than the other, but I'm going to, I find this a little bit off-putting, so I'm going to just try and, I think I'll get a bit more darker into there. Yeah. So you see, it's, I think, I'm trying to get it so. Okay, and a little bit more up here, I think, and cover a bit of that yellow. The yellow is sort of all over the place, so it's going to not have quite as much yellow, because I think the yellow is a very strong colour, and your eye straight away goes to that. We want a little bit of the eye going there, but not probably as much as what we've got here. So here we go, we're just cutting back on the yellow bits a little bit. And again, thinking of creating different shapes, not too fussed about all this yellow here, so we have little bits of it coming through, because I quite like that shape there, but just to mix it up a little bit. I'm going over this side now, and we're just following through here. Got a lot of yellow this way, so we'll take that down smaller, and there's quite a lot of yellow here, so and here. Now again, you can see what's happening is the big brush I'm using here, and getting rid of all that yellow that's was taking over. I think it should be looking a little bit more coordinated. Let me have a look. You need to stand back when you look at your work. Now I think that's more pleasing to the eye, but it's got a lot of work to go yet, but I think the less yellow is better. I wouldn't mind putting a little bit of dark blue here, that lovely cyan, especially around here. As I said to you, it's all about contrast of tones, contrast of marks, I'm going to put it up here too, contrast of shapes. So you're constantly thinking of contrast, light and dark. That's a little bit of an ugly colour there, so we'll just take that through there. With putting the blue over the yellow, it's become quite greeny in parts, and I'm not too keen on that greeny colour. You have little bits of it shading through, but not too much. So there you are. That's 8 minutes work, and it's already starting to look more coordinated, which I think is better. I think I'd like to put a bit more colouring down here, darker, maybe across here, that lovely deep cyan blue. And it's actually a beautiful colour. I love it. Love this colour. So I'm trying to get it looking a little bit more coordinated down the bottom here. Here we go. It's such a great big canvas that when you paint on these sort of size, you find it moves a lot. So it's actually quite difficult to work with. But you know, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm painting with something very, very big, which I don't normally paint with things as big as this. But it's fun. And again, I'm not sure where it's going to finish, what it's going to look like. But we'll just keep plugging along here and just see where we're heading. Now let's stand back and have another look. Now I think it's still a bit bitsy up here, bitsy, but it's starting to get that movement here. And in the next video, I don't want to do too much talking. I'm going to show you how I'm going to try and pull it all together a bit more, because I don't think it's quite there yet. I feel it's still a little bit of this and a little bit here. Lots of colours, although there really is only 3 colours here, but it's the variety of colours I've created from it. So it does look coordinated, but it still looks a little bit bitsy. Very busy. I think the word is busy. I quite like this movement here. I'm beginning to feel that that yellow there is taking your eye away a little bit, so we'll just pull that there. We can always add yellow back in, and again here, I'll take that yellow up here and down here. We need something to pull it in there, and maybe the yellow here. So not as many big lots of yellow coming through, because again I think it's breaking it up too much. Now, okay, well, I need to stand back and have a really good look at it and a good think about it, which I will be doing. And in the next lesson, what I'm going to be doing is using some of these watercolour oil pastels with this when it dries, and try and create some togetherness about it, because at the moment it's still lots and lots of different shapes everywhere, as you can see. Okay, so I guess the lesson today is, don't be afraid when you end up with something looking really a mess and you think, oh my golly, I can't fix it. You can. All you have to do is just pull up one main colour, and I've done this beautiful blue here, and I've used variations of that shade around, and I just painted over a lot of the different colours to create that more, you know, sort of cohesive look. And I think it looks quite cohesive now. It looks a lot better than it was when we started. Don't think I'm happy about it, I'm not, but compared to what it looked like, it's a lot better. So, but just, I'll show you on the next video just how this develops, and we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, real challenge today it's been. If you've enjoyed watching me, I'm under YouTube, Sondra Taylor Art, I think it is. And I have an Instagram, Sondra Dawn Art, and my Facebook is Sondra Taylor, and I've got Sondra Taylor Art. So I think it's called Vibrant Art, coming to think of it, the YouTube. Can't remember. Too many things, all the social media, it's really hard to get my head around, because I really love painting and I love working with young people, which is what I do, and other people, and I love teaching, so I'm finding that it's all coming together, and I'm just getting so much joy and happiness out of what I do. I really love what I do. I hope it's coming through, and I hope that my joy is coming through to you, and that you share your joy to us online so we can see your progress. Don't forget to follow me. I have quite a reasonable art course you can follow to paint that very first abstract beginning to end. So you'll probably be a lot better than I will be at the end, because this is me. I can't repeat that again. This is how I've created today. And you'll find your own style for you, and that's what my course is all about. Teaching you how to be you, how to get joy out of your art, and how to enjoy and feel that passion that I feel every time I put a paintbrush to a canvas. And also I find it helps me mentally, because sometimes you get a little bit upset with things, and just to pick up a brush and paint away and create that magic, it makes you feel so much better. And the world is a wonderful place. And already I feel joyful looking at this today, and I'm seeing happiness here, which is not what I saw when I first started. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thank you, and we'll see you in class. Bye.